So what you're about to witness is something that I sent to one of my friends who is also a business owner. And it's a question regarding about if he should or shouldn't run ads. Now, I try to be as natural as possible when I answer a question and not be biased as someone who's actually running an advertising agency. I try to explain if you're making less than six figures, you should not really focus on ads. Instead, you should focus on that thing that I talked about in the video. Now, the video is unfiltered, it's raw, it's natural, it's nothing. I didn't even cut out the arms and all of this. I wanted to keep it as valuable as possible so you can see exactly what it means to actually run a business and get it to scale with ads to seven figures. Now, for those that don't know me, my name is Nikita and I run an advertising agency called Mode Media Agency where we help local brands scale to seven figures. Wherever it's a service-based brand or a product-based brand, we help that brand scale to seven figures. Now, without any more introduction, let's get straight to this video. I promise you, by the end of this video, you're gonna understand exactly if you need to run ads or not. And if you still have questions, don't hesitate to leave it in comments down below this video. Take your pen and notes and let's get straight to that video. Alright, so thank you for sharing your thoughts. I'm gonna try to explain everything in this long video for it to be easier to understand what I'm trying to articulate and for you to see if it makes sense or not. So, if you want to run ads, you should have a bit of capital. And I'm not talking about tens of thousands of dollars. It's enough to have a couple $1,000s a month to start getting some good results. But let me try to explain why it might not be the best idea to start running ads as soon as you're opening a business or as soon as you're scaling. So you have free media where you can get a new client. You can get it through own media or media and paid. Now, own media is something that you own as a company. That can be your website, your social media profiles, your Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, your email newsletters, and you can use them to try to persuade a message every single time without having to spend a cent. Now, earned media is what people think about you and about your company. So, what can be referrals, reviews, word of mouth, news, articles. So essentially, this is where all your referrals and word of mouth comes from earned media, from the hard work you're doing and is successful. And paid media, which we all love, which I'm doing, is social media advertising, PPC, display advertising, TV ads, sponsor content, AK, influence marketing. And of course, there are more touch points, but I just wanted to include one of the most important ones. So look, in order for you to run paid ads, well, you need to have a bit of capital because you need to figure out an offer, you need to test it, you need to iterate, you need to see what's working, what's not working. And unfortunately, that's the way ads work. It requires a bit of capital. So if you want to run ads, that's fine by me. I actually encourage you to run ads. But be ready if it's your first time running ads or if you've run ads before but it doesn't like figuring out. If you want to run ads, be ready to lose a bit. Why? Because you're gonna learn what it takes to win. It's not just about making hundreds, millions of dollars from ads. It's about understanding what your audience wants to achieve in exchange of their attention. And usually it's your offer, the product that's really great, the service that's really great. This is what you have to offer for people to click on and buy what you sell, what you offer. So this is why I'm trying to say, if you want to sign new clients, don't go straight to paid ads. Don't do display advertising. Don't do TV ads. Actually, don't do TV ads like ever. I mean, I don't know who's still doing TV ads on like 8-figure, 9-figure, 10-figure companies who have a big budget to run TV ads, but like, don't do TV ads. I implore you, it's not that effective anymore. And I might be wrong, but I've seen so many stats about TV ads just being a waste of time. Same with like newspaper ads. It's just going down, down, down. And that's my thoughts. Those are my thoughts. So you can do all of this. Of course, be my guest. I would rather have a website that's SEO optimized at start. Have social media where I post consistently and I'm disciplined with the posts and I'm making sure that the posts I'm making are engaging to people. And I might actually create an email newsletter where I just share my thoughts on what's the best solution to a problem you're trying to solve. And as you're gonna do that, trust me, if you're gonna post every single day for 365 days for 1 year, there's no way you're not gonna be able to sign a couple of clients. And same with earned media. If you're gonna do this and you're gonna have enough impressions and reach and people are gonna see you, sooner or later someone's gonna refer you to someone, or you're gonna have a word of mouth new client saying, "Oh, hey John, yeah, I heard about you. Actually, what guy told me about you? Actually, Justin told me about you. Actually, what guy told me about you?" Like, you're gonna get this. Like, my first clients came from referrals and word of mouth. And of course, some people gave me some good reviews, which was helpful. But my first clients came from referrals and word of mouth. After that, I started building a small personal brand, trying to create something, try to offer something. And news and articles, well, this is also sketchy because you can pay to get on an article or on news. I mean, on news, I mean, you can do that. I would actually advise you to build some kind of PR so people can know you're good, but you have to be genuine about what you're trying to do. It's a great strategy to sign new clients, but you just have to understand that it can be sketchy and you have to be genuine about what you're trying to do. If you have a good product or a service and you genuinely feel like, okay, I have to get more reach, more people, then do that. But if you're just trying to scam people of money and you're making fake articles and fake news, you know, a reputation is everything in business. And if you're going to have a bad reputation, it's going to be with you for life. It's not like credit card score where you just reset it and you're good to go. I'm not sure, I don't have a credit card. But it's not like that. It's gonna stick with you for years, for life. So it's important, be cautious about this. Don't try to scam people or by trying to exaggerate something that's not true. And then you have pay media. You have social advertising, which we also use as a channel to grow businesses online. You have PPC, which we also use display advertising, TV ads. Again, not an advocate for TV ads. And you have sponsored content. I think sponsored content, or IK influencer marketing, is great for Gen Z and for millennials, and also from other, how they're called, well, for other age gaps, I think they're called. I don't remember exactly. I mean, it's great. But look, if you're really struggling with clients, don't go into social media, because most probably if you're struggling with clients, you don't have a cash flow but you can use to advertise. So rather just try creating as much content as possible. Call people. Of course, this is outbound. This is different, but call people. Ask for referrals. Ask for people to come to you. Try to promote yourself through every friend you have. Try to ask help from your friends to get a couple of new clients. Like, that's how I done it when I started out a couple of years ago. That's how I got my first 5 clients. I genuinely just asked from friends and from people who are in business already to help me out with a referral, to help me out with getting some experience. I even did free work just to get some experience so I can prove to people that I know what I'm talking about. So that's what you should do instead of trying to just go straight to advertising. And you can really get there to 6 figures a year easily in 1 year, in less than 1 year. Just say your product is $1,000 or $1,500 a month. You just need 8 clients to get to 6 figures. Or if let's say you're a contractor who's not big but not small, and each project costs about 5K. Well, you just need 3 projects a month to get to multiple 6 figures. Like, it's never hard. Of course, with contractors, the cycle of a project to be done takes more months, but you get my point. You just need have consistency. And so paid media is where you have to go. Don't get me wrong. This is your next step. This is where you have to go. This is where you're actually growing. But for you to get there, it might be smart to first start with cold calling people, looking for something, for trying to get referrals, for developing word of mouth, maybe even affiliate marketing. Still a great way to do it. Look out how you can refer people and people refer you to them. So it's still a great strategy you can use. I don't personally use it. I've never used it. I've heard other people are using it, so you can give it a try. So that's how you get a client. Because you have to understand that. Let me just take this on. What you see here? So, can I take it? Okay, what did you say? What you see here, it's your business. So this is your business. And trust me, we're not separate segments. If we develop each segment, each media, we're going to be like an portfolio of investments for your company. We're gonna work together. Or like maybe it's not the best example, but we're gonna be like some soldiers working together to defeat the enemy. You're gonna have your website, which people can figure out. They're gonna see your social media, which people are gonna figure out what you're doing and how you're doing and how consistent are you and how who are you as a person, as a brand. And then you're gonna have earned media, and people are gonna refer you to them, to friends of friends, and you're gonna have word of mouth. And then maybe some company would like to have you for articles, to write some articles. And you're gonna have reviews, tens, hundreds, even thousands of reviews if you're doing a great job. So this is important. When you have paid media, after you have own media or media, it's so easy to run ads because you have social proof. And social proof is a bias from our cognitive bias codex, I think. Like this is something like we need in order for us to make a decision. And it's not something that appeared in the last hundreds of years. It's appeared for thousands, tens of thousands of years ago. Since we work, since we start working and think clearly, this is when our bias of trusting someone else started to appear. So instead of you try to neglect those biases that we have, rather use them, channel them, getting something. So your business is gonna grow if you're gonna have an odd me. Oh my god, can I delete it? Wait, yeah. So if you're gonna have an old medium or media, and then you're gonna channel everything you build, your cash flow you get from from new clients, the revenue, the reviews, the referrals, and you're gonna build paid media. Well, we're talking. We're talking about growth. We're talking about getting something meaningful for a business. We're talking about getting to seven figures finally. We're not just talking about getting some ROIs and that's it. I would rather, let's put it this way. If I had to open a new company and let's say I had $10,000 to my name, I would rather, I would rather get myself a decent phone and just spend and push content as much as possible every day on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, choosing where my audience is. And then have someone to do my website because I might not know how to do a website. Figure out how email marketing works. Figure out how referrals works. Figure out how I can get more reviews. Then figure out to ask for more from my friends for more clients. Basically asking for the word of mouth. That's how I would do it. And now that you started out is great, and that you're growing is great. Just make sure that you have enough cash flow that if you want to run ads. Because at start it might be hard for you to adapt, especially if you've never done ads. If you just burn $1,000 into ads into Facebook without learning from it, well, you're just burning money. If you strategically, if you're thinking about how you're trying to push those money and you spend $1,000 without getting a customer, but you know what the data is saying to you, then, my friend, is when you actually understand how advertising works. So that's why don't go into paid media unless assign a couple more clients, have enough cash flow, and after that, go into paid media. Because I'm telling you, this is where the game changes forever. Like, I'm not trying to say paid media is not great. Paid media is amazing. It's one of those channels that you must have to grow. Every successful company started with referrals and then moved to paid media. Those 7, 8, 9-figure companies managed to be successful because they had a great product and they could create an offer of the product and sell to people. And people bought. They got upsell multiple times and they still bought. So try to do that instead of trying to just create some cheap ads that have no good offer. You have low budget and don't even know what you're doing. I hope this helped. I hope you like the video. As I told you, it's not about running ads. It's about having a system in your business that helps you grow consistently to multiple 6 figures and then to 7 figures. Do you have to run ads? Yes, absolutely. Run ads, but have a capital. Don't run ads only having 100 couple of bucks in your pockets and those are your last money. You're just gonna burn yourself. Same stuff with agency. Don't pay an agency thousands of dollars in fees and then they demand you to run thousands of dollars in ad spend when you don't have it. Actually build a bit your brand equity, sign more clients, get some referrals, word of mouth. And as you're gonna have more cash flow, you're gonna be way easier. It's gonna be way easier for you to scale your company, your brand, and not be that emotionally attached to it. So in the end, my answer is yes, you should run ads. And no, you should not run ads if you're making less than 6 figures a year. You can do it, but you're not gonna grow that much. Now, on the other note, if you are looking to grow to 7 figures and you're looking for a reliable partner, well, me and my team, we're gonna work for you in order to make that happen. If you'd like to know how we can help you, please book a meeting with me below and let's see if we can scale your business to 7 figures. Now, thank you for watching. My name is Nikita and I'll see you in the next video.